Question everything. For the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, you got religion, where people go to church and stuff like that. And, chasing the spiritual healing and looking to connect with our creator is a beautiful thing. Rightfully so, right? The problem is the tides. You know, tides is a major issue in our community. A major issue. Some even say that the book says that tide's supposed to be not money because money can corrupt. That tide's supposed to actually be food and clothes and goods in the sense of helping the people in that fashion, because to give anybody money is to corrupt them with that money, and then money can go and do anything on its own away from your eyes and away from you the moment you put it down. So with that stated, I always said, if you at a church and you go in this church for years, and 5 and more years you've been going to the church, and your pastor and preacher got a house, own a Jag, own a Mercedes, and you've been going to this church for all these years, and your life haven't got better in the sense of living like that preacher or that pastor, then my question always was, do his God love him more than you? Because why you going to the church for all these years and he's doing better than you, or she's doing better than you on the stage, but you not getting blessed like them? What is the difference between you and him or her? Especially when we all come out the womb together as a spiritual being having a human experience. Why is your suffering is greater than his? Or why is his blessings greater than yours when y'all both going to the same church? Or do what God said to do with those tithes? You giving all your money away into this collector's plate that's going around, but ain't none of that coming back to you and your communities. Ain't none of that coming back to you and your household. Thus, you still struggling, but he's driving away in a nice Porsche, living good out in the suburbs, as you toiling down in the ghetto slums and hood, coming to the church, hoping that one day the God that he's preaching about gonna bless you too like that. Well, I always say, if you are going into these type of churches and you paying your tithes and you doing this for years and your life don't get blessed like the pastors and the preachers that you paying these tithes to, then maybe you in the wrong situation. Just maybe that God that you giving all this tithes to ain't blessing you like he's blessing the person that's collecting the tithes. Maybe there's a trick bag there somewhere. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to say it again, we all came out the womb the same way. We all spiritual beings having a human experience. And you should be able to connect to the Creator just like that person that's preaching about him connect to the Creator. You shouldn't have to go to no colleges or nothing like that to be able to come and read a book that have the scriptures in and perform on a stage in order to get blessed. You should be able to just get blessed. My grandparents always told me it don't take me going to any type of churches in order for me to read the book, in order for me to connect with my Creator. So that's just food for thought, because at the end of the day, all these tithes that's going out and the community is not getting blessed, church is the only thing on the block that look good while the rest of the buildings is abandoned and so on, there's a problem with that. We need those tithes to come back to the streets and come back to the community and come back in a form of uplifting the community, even bringing economic growth to the community. But if they're under federal funding, then federal funding is colonizer funding. And if they're under colonizer funding, then they're under colonizer control. And if they're under colonizer control and the colonizers got us under a system that got us as the most hated people in the country by their own whims and their own orchestration of that hatred, then what make you think that that church can have your best interests at heart if it's controlled by the same people and funded by the same people that openly allows hatred to keep you at #1 on the federal census of ethnic hate in America. Well, these are just thoughts. Book up, scripture up, read them yourself, deal with your family, bring a congregation amongst your family, save your money, build your lively, and take care of yourselves. And watch those that are swindling us out of our bread. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.